Hi, welcome back to Night Mother's Hobbies. Today we're going to look at someone who's a villain, not really a villain, kind of a villain, also a hero. Little anti-villain action. We got Cyborg Ninja here. Look at this guy. He is looking awesome. I love all the little sculpted line work details they have going on here and that truly dynamic pose. I don't think I've seen, at least in my collection, anything that looks this crazy at all. So this is going to be really fun. So let's paint this guy up and get him looking just as dynamic. Now, Cyborg Ninja is, I think, three main colors. Not a lot going on, but where this is really going to stand out is how we separate those colors going forward. So get out your reference pictures, get out your reference art, get out anything you got that shows you where all of his little breakups in patterns are, and go in and get them separated, get them blocked in. I'm using Space Wolf's Gray here for his blue body, and that's going to give us a lot of cool detail shading, as well as a really nice bright blue highlight. Don't forget to get these little areas back in his shoulders. If you need to see what is going on, maybe you're having trouble with the reference or whatever, feel free to scroll back and forth between the showcase, etc. later in the video and see where I've put all these little breakups and chosen to define him. It's all based on the artwork, so should be fairly accurate if that is what you're going for. Once that blue is blocked in, we're going to go in with Gray Sear and just hit the uppermost sections of this Cyborg Ninja. We're not going over the whole thing, just the most important parts that we want to stand out. So I did his chest, his little blue buttocks, his lower calf, etc. Just parts like that. I didn't do the whole thing. Just picked them out, and you can do the same or more. And we're using this orange. I have Griffhound orange here going in to put in all those orange spots. So he's got his fingers, he's got his thigh armor, elbow pads, his upper bicep, shoulder area, the big spinal section, etc. Go around and pick out all those areas now. And remember, if you need to clean up anything, just get your best match white or off gray or whatever have you. Take a moment, take a breath, grab a coffee, take a little break to clean up those mistakes. It's just paint anyways, and then hit it fresh. That's what I did in the background of the whole mini. I do that on almost every mini. I make mistakes, so don't worry about it. We're hitting all of the white areas, only his forearm armor and his head. We're using Apothecary White for this. And then go around the base with Basilicanum Gray and block in all that basing. We might as well, while we're here, he's got a dynamic base with some stuff going on, so we might as well take the time to do that. And then follow up with Black Templar for the remaining details. So he's got his sword. I'm not just doing the hilt here. I am also doing the whole blade with that as well. We're going to do this gun on the ground, and he's got some dangly bits on his hips.
Boy, we are just smoking today.
All right, for our first layering, we're going to focus on the white areas. I'm using Wraithbone. I know this is a little warm, and maybe it's not going to seem like it'll fit right off the bat, but you can see that warm or cool, it's a matter of taste. It'll match up a-okay. So I'm going around and layering in and cleaning up in any pooling areas or what have you on the helmet and the forearm armor, and just making it a little brighter, making it stand out. This warmer white is actually going to work well with that orange, and it'll all blend and match nicely. Speaking of orange, I'm using Orange 3 because that's what I got. Orange 3 from War Colors. I don't have an orange from anything else. Another reminder to use whatever you have. It will work out anyway. And I'm just going in with that and painting in the same as I always do with these contrast paints. Just layer up that mid-tone. Clean it up as well if there's pooling. Just get the best match and start bringing in those brighter areas. Continuing with War Colors, we're using Orange 2, just another brighter orange, and going around and hitting that for our highlight. There's a lot of cool edges to these panels. You can see I'm not edge highlighting. I'm just kind of going in like I always do and pick out areas, flats, etc., edges, some edges, but not all the edges, and picking out the highlights that I want. With that quick bout of layering out of the way, we're going to go into our extra touches, and there is a lot that we can do with this miniature to make it stand out. We're going to start things off with our bold titanium white and really make that white armor paneling stand out. Just going in, finding those highlight areas, and brighten it up. With the helmet, there's going to be a lot of cool rounded surfaces that you might want to put more or less or what have you. Just pick it out, do your best, and get it going. I'm also using this white to do a little dry brush on the sword, those little doodads on his hips, just to get some more interest into that black blade, those black items, as well as this gun he's got on the ground. So just using it to pick out some detailing on those items and objects as well. We're also going to dot in the cyborg mono eye in the middle. He does have two eyes on the outside, but he does have that mono eye in the middle, and that's going to prep us for our later color. Now I got Nuln Oil gloss here. This paint doesn't exist, so use a dark tone, mix it with a gloss varnish, or apply a gloss varnish on top after. And we're just using that to tone down those black objects, as well as give an interesting sort of metallic or fabricated shine to it. We have Frostheart here that I'm using just to give this side of the blade some interest. I'm using Blood Angel's Red on the other side. Both of these are thinned down a lot. We're talking 3 to 1, 4 to 1, something like that, just to glaze it over. That's just going to give us some interest with that high frequency blade. I like the blue, I like the red. It's given me homage to Metal Gear Solid 2, and I like that. Then we're doing that mono eye, just dotting in some red as well, and following that up with a little dot of white to make it shine. Black Templar here for some extra detailing, just doing in those eyes on the sides of his helmet. He does have actual eye slits. And then we're using Longbeard Gray followed by Bold Titanium White, just to quickly dry brush and get all those details on that sculpted base standing out. And as usual, we line this one with our black line rim, keeping it clean, keeping it classy. And there you have it. This is the Cyborg Ninja finished. Very quick, very easy. You can see that you can stop at any time in this series, after the base coat, even after the layering, and you will have something that looks stunning with the color breakup. Just the separation of colors alone, I think, does this one a service to newbie painters, that they don't have to go too crazy, too far, and they'll still have something that looks pretty dang cool. And if you do go all the way, look at that pop. I really like how the oranges fired up on this miniature and made that the musculature really stand out. It almost looks like some non-metallic metal, even though I didn't do that. I've never done that. I don't know how to do that. Maybe I'll try later, but I feel it gives us this really cool metallic sheen to that orange. I think it came out super cool, super fun. Really liked this one. One of my faves from the set. How do you feel? Do you like the Cyborg Ninja? Do you like what I did with the Cyborg Ninja? Are you going to do Cyborg Ninja from Metal Gear Solid 2? You let me know what you're painting, what projects you got going, and how you feel about this series. Thanks as always to the patrons. You guys are superstars. Thank you to everybody who watches, likes, subscribes, hits that bell, and everything. You guys are awesome as well. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!